So this actually confirms the thoughts that I've had on people wrongly being convicted for something that they didn't do. And just because a prosecutor, didn't do his or her job well, because the jury made their judgments based on emotions, and so did the judge. Now, it is sad. It is very sad to be convicted for something that you have no clue about, something that you were not even present during that time of the crime, or during that time of that situation, and to spend a lot of years in prison. Now, a teacher was wrongfully convicted to, 20 to spend 20 years in prison for defiling a student or defiling a girl. Now, it says teacher wrongfully jailed 20 years over defilement, freed. The Accra High Court has acquitted Maxwell Bania, a teacher who was wrongfully convicted for defilement in 2016. The judgment comes after Mr. Bania had already spent 6 years of a 20-year jail sentence for a crime he did not commit. Narrating his ordeal in an interview, Mr. Bania indicated that in 2015 he was employed as a teacher in one of the junior high schools in the Greater Accra region. I was excited to have secured the job because I had been unemployed for some time. Just 1 month after being in the school, I was supervising an examination when some officers came to arrest me for no reason. I got to the police station and I was accused of defiling a student I do not even know. I looked into the face of the girl and I had not even met her because she was not in my class. I still did not understand what was happening, and the case eventually proceeded to court, he indicated. According to him, he was paraded before the court and pleaded not guilty to the charge of defilement. He asked that the case was adjourned on several occasions. Anytime the case is called, the girl in question will not show up, and I will be told she's undergoing an operation. I still do not know what I had done to the girl that is making her go through an operation. After about 7 months of trial, I was sentenced to 20 years in July 2016. I told the judge I was innocent, but she did not listen. She only told me to file an appeal. I was sent to Unsawam prison, he narrated. He indicated that a private legal practitioner, Martin Pegbu, later came to his rescue and filed for an appeal. After months of trial at the High Court, he is now a free man. The prosecution therefore failed to lead evidence to show that it was the accused person who defiled the victim. Having found that the prosecution failed to prove that the accused person had sexual intercourse with the victim, then it follows that the prosecution failed to prove its case beyond a reasonable doubt. This ground of appeal succeeds. With such failure to establish the essential elements of the offense, it follows that the offense charge was not established against the appellant beyond reasonable doubt, and he ought not to have been convicted. So yes, this person was accused, this teacher was accused of defiling a student or defiling a girl and then sentenced to prison for 20 years. So he spent 6 years of that 20 years, and it was then that it comes out that there was no evidence that suggested that he actually did it. Now, first of all, how could the judge just make such judgments based on nothing, based on no evidence at all? How could she? Right now, I am wondering exactly what this teacher is going through, knowing perfectly from the beginning of this whole case that he had nothing to do with it, and that nobody actually believed him, because a prosecutor actually said that yes, he has something to do with it, and then without evidence, and then the judge or the people that sat on the case also believed without evidence that he did it. Honestly, if this girl in particular was really went through that, why would she put the blame on somebody else, somebody who had no idea about the whole situation? These are some of the things that makes it difficult for people to actually believe people who go through this. And if truly it did happen, I still don't get it. Why would you blame it on somebody else if it really did happen? Now, how is he going to be compensated for the things that he's been through? Let's forget about the financial aspect of that, because he has no wasted, or the judge like took 6 years of his life for something that he didn't do. So let's put the financial aspect aside. How about the mental health of the person, the what his state of mind, what he went through, the state of mind of also his family, what they also went through? How is he going to be compensated for that, for those 6 years? For those 6 years being incarcerated for something that he didn't do? Is the justice system that weak? Is the justice system here in the country that weak, that somebody would be prosecuted for without evidence and then be jailed, and then have part of his life stolen away from him because somebody said that this person actually did this crime? How is he going to compensate it? How is his state of mind now? I can only imagine. You perfectly know the truth that anyway, Minnie Moshe, I had nothing to do with it. I have no clue about it. I wasn't there when that happened. But the person or the victim is saying that you were there. I can only imagine, like, I don't know, like, how wicked could people actually be to actually put a crime on you, to actually put the blame on you for something that you didn't do, for something that you didn't do? It is sad, guys. It is really sad. It is really sad that he had to go through this. In Tianka, if this, private legal practitioner didn't go to his aid, and he would still be in prison, serving sentence for something that he didn't do. And people outside who didn't believe him that he actually didn't do that will still believe that he did something like that. It is sad. It is really sad. I am actually feeling for that guy. Seriously, I am. I don't know. It is very sad, guys. It is very sad. But then it is, I'm just glad that he found, this legal practitioner went to his aid. And as I said, there must be a lot of people who have been jailed who are serving a lot of sentence for something that they didn't do. But I really also do hope that they also find their Martin Pebu, who is the lawyer who went to his aid, who did the appeal and everything. I do hope that people who are innocent and have been jailed will actually, the truth will be found, and then they'll be set free. But then I do hope that he, this teacher be compensated by the family. I mean, the prosecutor has to be dealt with. The judge also has to be dealt with. Seriously. Like, seriously. They all have to be accountable. Every person that, Obi and Hobon, this whole thing has to be accountable for the parts that they played. Seriously, they do. Yeah, this is it, guys. Let me know what you think about this. Don't forget to subscribe to this channel, and then I will see you guys some other time.